Randomly drove past the AT in Pennsylvania, so figured I'd take a day hike.
Alright, so with a bit of luck, we were driving up from Maryland, up Pennsylvania 174, over to Harrisburg when we happened upon the Mid-Atlantic office of the Appalachian Trail Conservancy, and we went right over the AT. Wasn't planned, but anyway, so we stopped in. A lot of great trail information here. There's a hiker box outside. There looks to be a couch. I don't know if they had beverages, I forget. But it was really cool, and as a bonus, I got to pick up my thru-hiker tag. They wouldn't give this to me in Harper's Ferry. They wanted me to go to the Leave No Trace training and pick up my tag at Amicalola Falls. So anyways, you get your thru-hiker tag if you register with the ATC, register your hike, which is always a good idea. It's got the Leave No Trace principles on the back. It doesn't weigh anything, durable plastic, so I'll hang that on the outside of my pack with some pride. But anyways, the AT goes right here. So that is southbound toward that beautiful park over there where there's a lot of people hanging out. Goes over, there's some boys checking in, and goes northbound that way. So I'm going to do a bit of a day hike here, and but this is really awesome. So there's the that's the regional office of the Mid-Atlantic for the Appalachian Trail Conservancy. So I'm going to get on down the trail and I'll get back with you. All right, so coming out of the regional ATC office is a little bit of a road walk, maybe about a quarter mile, and then you walk down 174, and here the cars behind me. You walk down 174 east, and you come to this turnoff, and here goes the AT. No mountain bicycles apparently, which I did not realize, but I guess it makes sense, although this section is level. I looked, I think I'm, over the course of the 7 miles I'm going to walk today, all the way up from Boiling Springs, PA to Carlisle, PA, Route 11. It's an overpass I'm going to meet the family by, where the trail goes over the highway or the road. It's about 7 miles, and I think the elevation was down 100 feet the whole way. So I expect fairly flat terrain most of the way. But this is, again, just like it was in North Carolina, really clear trail, pretty free of rocks and such, and nice and soft. I decided to wear my running shoes today as opposed to my boots, just because it's hot, and well, I have a day pack on. I don't have a real pack now. There's a huge debate about trail runners versus I wear a Merrell Moab Mid, not the ventilator, not the waterproof ones. Everyone always debates footwear, right? And I may try at some point trail runners, but for me, a little extra ankle support doesn't hurt. And it's debatable how much support the mids give you, but I like them. They're comfy. I know they're a little bit heavier than trail runners, but I like them and I wear them. So that's what I normally wear. But today, looking at the trail where it's going to be like this most of the way, I just got my running shoes on, and because I'm only carrying a day pack with a little bit of water in it and some food, guidebook, etc. So we're getting a bit further down the trail. I want to show you all what we're walking by here. It looks like, I don't know if that's corn or what, but I'm no farmer, unfortunately. That'd be fun, but probably a lot of hard work. But this is Pennsylvania, and we were driving through this beforehand. A lot of fields, mostly what looks like corn to me, but as I said, I'm not sure. So if you know what crop that is, or what crop they have a lot of in Pennsylvania, let me know in the comments below. But we're walking along here, still fairly narrow, little ups and downs, but not too much, to be honest. The ground's kind of soft. Got into a little bit of dry mud, so my feet are slipping around a little bit, but not too bad. I'm certainly going to need to clean my shoes when I get where I'm going, when I get to Carlisle. Weather's beautiful out today, about 70 degrees, light breeze, barely any clouds in the sky, just some high wispy ones. Sharp contrast to what I've seen from a lot from Scoutmaster and other folks that are already out on the trail down there in Georgia. It is raining like crazy, a lot on them. So here's hoping for fairer weather as my brothers and sisters start hiking north. As I said earlier, picked up my tag today. Really excited. This vacation I took with the kids has turned out to be a lot of hiking for me, which is kind of cool. I feel bad for being away from them, but I offered to have them come with me and they didn't feel like it. So they were off with Mom doing that sort of thing, and here I am. Again, doing a little bit of a warm-up hike, although this one isn't really testing me. I am interested in trying to figure out if trail runners are the right footwear for me. You do save some weight, but we'll see. Like I said earlier, I'm going to certainly start with mids, and we'll go from there. I've been hiking in Moabs for a couple of years now, and I really like them, so that's what I'm going to stick with. Road crossing. Didn't see any signs, forget which one it is from the guidebook, but I wanted to show you this now. We're going into a field. We're going right across this farmer's field, and it must be, he must graze cattle or some other livestock here, because this is a cow style or steel. I forget how you say that. If someone knows, put a comment down below, let me know. But anyways, it goes right over and right across his field. So this is really cool. So we're going to jump over it here. And it's a little bit muddy down below. But yeah, here we go across this field. This is a beautiful farm here. Now I don't know if he donated the land or she, or it was right away or something by the government. But either way, thank this farmer for letting hikers cut across this land. It's gorgeous. As you can see, it continues to be a beautiful day out here. All right, I'll get back with you soon. Continuing along with this farmland, it's been that way for the last couple of miles. Coming up to another road crossing here. I believe the trail goes right across it. I don't think there's really road walking, except for the width of the trail, but we shall see. You can see it's pretty well marked. They've had it, the blazes on fence posts or trees or buildings or whatever, all along the way. And so as we come to this, you see another one of these nice signs giving me confidence that I, yes, am indeed actually walking north. And I mention that because I've heard tell of a lot of either journals that I've read or in vlogs that I've seen. A lot of hikers will come out of a shelter, go the wrong direction, hike an unnecessary mile or two before they realize it, and then come back. So it's always good to make sure you're going north or south depending on which way you hope to be going. So come up here, they got a nice little parking area. Looks to be the foundation of an old fieldstone foundation building or something similar. Built here at the edge of the field, maybe a homestead at one point or storage building or something, who knows. And then once again along the side of a field. So it's been fairly level. This has been what Pennsylvania's been for this stretch anyways, for a while now. But it is flat as heck. You can see mountains over there in the distance. But for the most part, it's these rolling fields, which I can say is probably a welcome change after mountains. Now this is indeed corn. I have evidence here. Unless someone just, happened to drop some random corn here. So it's a lot of the fields we've gone by have been cornfields. So I got that answer here. All right. So we are coming up on the end of this stretch here. This overpass is over PA Route 11. This is the end of my section or day hike for today. That's a big road, so you got a little bit of a road walk here. And then there's a side trail down into the town of Carlisle, PA. Somewhere in here, I'm not exactly sure where. It goes off to the left, somewhere around here. And down there is supposedly a diner, and I think a Dunkin' Donuts I saw. So I'm gonna have to get me some lunch and maybe get me a nice iced coffee because it is kind of warm out here today. All right, well, overpass, take two. Indeed, the overpass I went over back there in the last segment was not Route 11. I'm not sure what it was, but that's where my wife was supposed to be waiting for me, and she wasn't. So we figured out that there must be another overpass, and indeed there is. So I am told that this is Route 11, and that she is right on the other side here. So in any event, we're going to go over this overpass now, and this will be the end. Oh yes, there she is, waiting to take my picture, I suppose. There she is, way over there, waving. So now we go over the overpass. See Route 11 that way, Route 11 that way, American flag, yee-haw. All right, well, this was a great little hike. I quite enjoyed Pennsylvania, at least this part. Not a lot of rocks, not a lot of, well, anything. It was pretty flat, farmland, pretty scenery. Sure had a lot of that. So glad I could take you with me. And if you will, if you found value, please click that like button, hit the subscribe button, and if you've got any questions or comments, please leave them in the comment section below, and I'll be sure to get back to you. And as always, thanks for watching. I'll talk to you soon.